Deek would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deek. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deek has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deek was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deek knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deek knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deek hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deek thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deek. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deek know what you learn about Deek's old friend.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh! Dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practising dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rockwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I've acquired what you want.
Revelio. I couldn't help it over here. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
Why don't you simply leave the area for now?
Upper Hogsfield is my home. Bardolph and I grew up here. No, we are standing firm. Once my brother returns, then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end it will help.
I am unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic, and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
Could Bardolph have run off?
No, He'd never leave me here alone. He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than his attempts at mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
And what do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Aloha Mora.
I pressed ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Incendio. Seems a Revelio. This place has seen better days. Revelio.
One less human to worry about.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Get accustomed to that!
Stupefy!
The coward!
Stupefy! Leviosa!
Just you wait till I'm on
Fringo! Revelio!
I will make you pay.
No! Stupid one. Stupid one.
I won't rest until... Well
Stupid one.
over here.
Stupid one.
Such arrogance. Why can't I hit you? Why? Drag this out longer than necessary.
Leviosa.
Who do you think you are? Ouch! No! You will regret. Someone's been taken out. Someone's... One less human to worry about.
Potato.
Stop it!
Stupid one. Stupid one. Incendio. Infringo. Stupid one. Stupid one. Accio. Incendio.
I won't rest until
Potato. Stupid one. Infringo.
No!
Stupid
I
one.
will make you pay.
Depulso. Stupid one. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Stupid one.
You're dead.
One countdown. One more to go. Confringo.
No!
Accio. Defendo. Revelio.
You will regret. I didn't quite finish. With it. What an unfortunate disappointment! Your magic tricks won't distract me! See anything like I shall have been death. They were just here.
Confringo. Potato. Stupid one. Accio. Incendio. Stupid one. Glacius.
Won't get away with that!
Depulso. Stupid one. Defender.
I shall have been death.
Potato. Stupid one.
Such arrogance. Why can't I have nice stop by? Why
Stupid
drag
one.
this out longer than necessary?
Confringo.
You'll pay for that!
Confringo.
I won't rest. The move of a coward. You will regret coming here. Not quiet enough.
Incendio. Confringo.
Must be taken out last week. No!
Accio. Stupid one. Incendio.
This is happening. I won't rest until you're dead.
Potato.
Stop it!
Stupid one. Confringo. Stupid one.
That's all. No! Showing off, are we? I'll cut you from shoes to shadow.
Potato. Incendio.
I won't rest until you're dead. Vegetation does not belong in battle. Vegetables in combat. Ridiculous.
Stupid one. Potato. Stupid one. Incendio.
I won't rest until you're...
Stupid one. Accio. Comes cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Revelio.
Back already! I picked up this violin in Diagon Alley. Complex bit of enchantment, lovely sound.
I do miss the bustle of business. Customers afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you. Sincerely.